Two seasons, then they are for a reason. You could have bad like rockers, all like shatters. Play them your music if you're good vibration. Cool runnings. ORS Global Radio, #1 radio.
This is Anjo Fresh. You don't know, anytime you drive through England, I one radio station we listen to ORS Global Radio. You have it locked. The world locked in. Anjo Fresh locked in. So you don't know, it's a big tree.
Vibes. Bigging up ORS Global Radio Station. People log on, tune in. You know how it go. Your vibes are endorse this radio station. Over and out.
People UK family, Smiler from the original Supersonic all the way from Berlin, Germany. Bigging up the ORS Global Radio. Tune in and
yo people, it's all about ORS. See? Global Radio. Over there, it's all about music, reggae music, rubber dub, dancehall, rock steady. Yo, stay tuned. Global Radio. Can't spy. Boom.
ORS, Global Radio. You know the alphabet ORS, Global Radio. You don't know anywhere in the world, see, music alone shall live. ORS, Global Radio. To the world, Tell your friend, tell the boy, tell the girl, kings and queens, locking, strapping, batting.
Usual to listen ORS Global Radio. It's not the usual, it's the top of radio. And when I listen to Global Radio Show, ORS, you got to know I'm a non-lie, I said, take in ORS Global Radio. Anywhere you're there in the world. Oh, blood Indian. The fire burning hot. Don't know if you're choking yourself. A big man like them. Rape off a 6-year-old baby. A big man like them, pop off them gun and put 9 on a little old lady. A big man like them, burn down a school and a boy like them, man sick and crazy. Alright. Indian hold them, no if none but nobody tell bad Indian but we have just them and hide them. Good over evil, me tell them say life over death. I swear, we can't stop try, we have to win. Other that, we never lose a clash, we have to
ORS Global Radio Station, the station that rocks the nation, all through creation. Get me? Can't say me never did I warn them. Oh Lord, me tell them. Temper, the whole world gone in a temper. Boy.
You know I say now, I choose you represent. I mean I say big on the bad radio station of the UK. ORS Global Radio Station.
Don't know this is Reverend Donald Taylor. Don't represent the original ORS Global Radio Station. See? I don't know this radio station, well professional. I know guys all over the world. I send the message, I send the music globally to each and every one. I don't.
Yes, it's Ice Party Rugged I represent for ORS Global Radio. Just like the tree planted by the rivers of waters that bring fruit fruits in true seasons, then they are for a reason. You could have bad like rockers, all like shatters. Play them your music if you're good vibration. Cool runnings. ORS Global Radio, #1 radio.
This is Anjo Fresh. You don't know, anytime you drive through England, I one radio station we listen to ORS Global Radio. You have it locked. The world locked in. Anjo Fresh locked in. So you don't know, it's a big tree.
Vibes. Bigging up ORS Global Radio Station. People log on, tune in. You know how it go. Your vibes are endorse this radio station. Over and out.
ORS Global Radio. We have to tone and tell the people that we're musically proud.
Yo people, it's all about ORS. See? Global Radio. Over there, it's all about music, reggae music, rubber dub, dancehall, rock steady. Yo, stay tuned. Global Radio. Can't
yes,
spy.
You don't know Mr. Chess could have never be another one. And I'm representing for ORS Global Radio. Play music and give them ego. Turn your lights down low and turn down your window curtain. ORS will come shining into your lives again. Oh, ORS love you, but today is undone. Oh, why? Yes, ORS Radio. Turn it up. till it buck. Music make your ears full up.
Ease! In come the musical thing call. The voice of the Journey Boss Patex I represent for ORS Global Radio.
Oi there! That is it! You know what's your bad general this, you know me I represent for ORS Global Radio. The bad station round here. And we say, oi there!
Voila! Stop it, drop on next bobbing on this!
The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. The night was so cold out there, and for me no one cared. I got to go sit all by myself. The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own.
ORS Global Radio. Wake the town and tell the people that we're musically proud.
The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. Won't some sweet girl hear my plea and come on back home? The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. The night was so cold out there, and for me no one cared. I got to go sit all by myself. The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. Won't some sweet girl hear my plea?
ORS Global Radio. Wake the town and tell the people that we're musically proud.
The last dance is over. Everyone is going home and I feel so lonely. With no one to call my own. The night was so cold out there, and for me no one cared. I got to go sit all by myself. The last dance is over. Everyone is going
You know see a bad general this, you know me I represent for ORS Global Radio, the bad station round here. And we say, hold there!
I've lost that love before. Got mad and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you now, I'd spend my whole life with you, girl. Cause I came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life.
Who's the greatest of them all?
Jigs people knows that ORS Global Radio #1 station in town. Drop the big sound.
Say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life.
station round here. And we say, hold it.
Sunday, that's what it is. A lovely Sunday evening right here, very hot in the UK, of course. And we hop in the building, all right? As you know, tonight we're gonna have Eegun right here on ORS Global Radio, and later on, of course, inside the program, we're gonna speak with Supersonic Sound System, all right? So don't forget to spread the love, share the live, and of course, like it up as well. Let people know what's happening around here, all right? ORS Global Radio, Sunday evening settings right here, all right? On the big one. Some Studio One style, I tell you, nothing beat these classic songs, alright?
This is Bucky Ranks representing ORS Global Radio.
Just humble yourself.
What is a big shout out goes out to Stereo 5 Sound System, of course. Love Injection. And of course, Platinum Cartel. For last night down there at Oak and Buster Dance. A wonderful night, trust me. Trust me, and I wonder who is talking right now, who actually busted the dance last night. So big up to R3 Sound System, alright? Big up to Juxie and the Links Promotion family, alright? Richard Urban. And I tell you, the whole team, big up on yourself, alright? Well done.
this world to live in.
course, no other than Johnny Osborne, track title, Forgive Them. All courtesy Coxon Production.
They know not what they do. Come a time when darkness covers the face of the earth, Lord. And you'll need a guiding in the hand to guide you through the darkest night. Manifestation. Just let the truth manifest itself. 'Cause man was made out of love. Forever be to your brothers true. 'Cause respect is overdue. How could I be unfaithful?
One to them, one to them.
All the things you have done, Jah Jah. I ain't gonna break my promise to Jah Jah. I ain't gonna break my promise to him, never. I ain't gonna break my promise to Jah.
Second time around, of course, Johnny Osborne, track title Jah Promise, 1979. Great song, trust me. Talented artist, legend, a veteran in the business. You know we cannot get rid of the classics ever, ever.
He gave the stars, they twinkle in the skies. Oh, we love the starlight so. But how could I be unfaithful after all the things you have done? Jah Jah, I ain't gonna break my promise to Jah Jah. I ain't gonna break my promise to him, no way. I ain't gonna break my promise to Jah. I ain't gonna break my promise to him, no way. I could never break it, 'cause that's the way that I make it. To brighten up the night. Oh, how the moonlight glows. He gave the stars, they twinkle in the sky. Oh, how we love the starlight so. How can I be unfaithful after all the things you have done? Every time I think of you, about you, I'll tell you no joke, 'cause I'm really broke.
This one, of course, another classic, Never Break a Promise. Chosen few. A lot of people don't know this artist, don't remember this group here.
What should I do?
Oh, yeah. That is it. No, see about that general this year. You know me I represent for ORS Global Radio. The bad station around here. And we say, hold it.
Yes, I have to. Now you better spring. Listen, I saw you, but somebody knew. I said, I feel so helpless. So tell me, what are you gonna do? Yeah, don't you be breathless. Tell me, what should I do? When you told me that you love me, darling. Yes, I have to leave. Come on, come on, come on. Some way, somehow, I'm still in love with you, girl.
Some really and truly.
I'm still in love with you, girl.
We're gonna walk on the town. I'm gonna tell it everybody. Oh yeah.
I'm still in love with you, girl.
But I love you more than anything in this whole wide world.
I'm still in love. I'm still in love with you.
You should just see me and me pretty little thing, yo. When me drive out of the hot spring, so me say the love is all I bring. Ain't to keep my baby kind of walking and swing, yo. Nah, boys, no style. Only for style and profile. Strictly, no strictly root, yo. Tell me, baby, come tell me.
Don't forget, on top of the hour, we're going to be joined by Russ Eegun, alright?
Hey, say more really and truly.
I'm still in love with you, girl.
Yes, me gonna wake up the town and tell it to everybody.
Man, I'm still in love with you, girl. I'm still in love. I'm still in love with you.
Well, you should have seen me when me come from a spring. Only for dinner for me table and thing. Send it a juice in a blender and thing. Ain't to keep me downtown rocking and swing down. Hey, nah boss no style. Yes, I just a strictly root. Or with a whole heap of fruit. Well, baby, what you say?
We officially make contact with Russ Eegun, alright? Live and direct, right on Orange Global Radio, another Sunday evening. You know, we're not normally here on a Sunday, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do, alright?
So we walk through constant spring. So people just a look and think. So this a girlfriend rocking in no spring. Keep it downtown moving and ting. Hey, some is nah boss no style.
Just a strictly roots and
don't forget, of course, we're live and direct on the Mixcloud and of course YouTube at the moment.
Only for roots and things I was saying. Just see me and my pretty little thing. When we drive out of the hot spring, so when we jump in at this.
And of course,
it's a shame, the way you hurt me, darling. It's a shame, the way you mess about with me.
Okay, so we gotta get connected with Russ Eegun right now, alright? As you can see, it's live and direct on the screen. You can hear us loud and clear.
You better come back home, darling. It's a shame, the way you mess about with me.
Russ Eegun, big of yourself. Welcome to the platform as well. Just let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. Give us a thumbs up.
I can hear you loud and clear.
And I can hear you loud and clear. Very well. Welcome to the program.
Nice.
It's a Sunday evening. We don't normally hear on a Sunday, but we got to get you
pleasure,
in.
Man.
So,
thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it.
No problem, mate. And you're welcome 100%. You know, I want to say big up to DJ Leo, of course, who made this possible. And we just want to talk a little bit about Russ Eegun. I want to know who he is and how we started out in the music industry. I know we've only received a couple of tracks, but of course, we're going to talk about them. I know you've got a brand new music video coming out as well. That, of course, I'm sure you'll tell us a little bit about as well on the release date and so forth. All right, so let's just get right into it. We don't want to keep it too long because I know it's a Sunday evening.
Problem.
Normally you with families and things like that on a Sunday evening. There's a link that was supposed to be sent to you so you could share the live as well. But if you can go on the YouTube channel and share it with your fans, of course, so that they can join in.
That would be great.
So I've sent it over to Leo, but I don't think he's actually sent it to you. But we are live on YouTube. We are live also on the Mixcloud platform as well, and also on our radio platform. So, of course, for those who are listening, welcome. It's a lovely Sunday evening. It's very hot in the UK, of course. So we're enjoying the weather. Okay, so Russ Eegun, just give us a little bit of background about yourself, personal career background and so forth. Just tell us about your journey into the music industry and what inspired you to be a recording artist. And, of course, a little bit about yourself, your personal life. Not too much, though.
Great. No problem. I started my music journey in Nigeria, a couple of years ago. I never thought I was going to be a musician. But while growing up, I was always involved in things from music from the age of 5. But until I left secondary school, and I saw some couple of my friends writing their own songs, and I was like, wow, you guys are writing your own tunes. When I was in secondary school, I was just a dancer, getting involved, very social, doing all kinds of stuff with entertainment in school. But I didn't really think I was going to be a musician, or even that never came across my mind. So when I saw those guys doing that, I was like, wow. I went on that same day. I started like kind of like writing my own kind of tunes as well. And then I started thinking back that when I was much younger with my sisters, we used to play games back at home in Lagos, say, make up a song on the spot. And for me, then it was like someone is always like writing the lyrics on the wall. I just kept on coming up with ideas, and they'll be like, you're cheating, you're cheating. How are you getting all those things to say? It was just normal freestyle and idea. And I started doing it from that very young age. So after I left secondary school, went to university, I wasn't really feeling myself. I felt lost. I was always asking myself questions. What am I doing here? And I just said one day, I went to see my dad, I went to see my dad. Dad, well, every time I'm in the uni, I never go to school. I'm always playing, just partying, spending time with girls. That this is not really what I really want to do. I really want to be a musician. I said, really? You want to be a musician? Wow. I still got friends that were musicians as well when they were younger. That the only difference thing was that they studied music in the school. That they studied that helped them kind of like find a balance later in life. That if I want to be a musician, I should try and study some things in music to help me find a balance. That if that's what I want to do, that's what I want to do. And from then on, I've been in the music game, finding time to record my ideas back in Lagos. Started with a lot of underground producers in Nigeria, and here we are today in the United Kingdom. So it's been a long journey, so many things to say, but that was how I really kind of like started. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. As I said, I know we know background when it comes down to music wise and how you started out and things like that. It's always a journey. It's always a journey for everyone, and it's challenging as well. I'm sure you face some challenging time in the music industry, and of course,
till now it doesn't stop.
You're still hanging on in there, and that's the good thing as well. Obviously, you've mentioned that you've been to your dad. You told your dad that you want to be a musician as well.
My late dad is late now.
Sorry,
my dad is late now. So my late dad was my late dad.
Condolences goes out to you and the family, my friend. All right. Yeah. So obviously, you spoke to your dad. Tell him that this is where you want to do. You want to take this journey on. Who would you say is your influencer musically? Who was the one that influenced you to take on this journey, and how have they shaped your musical career?
Other artists, or you mean?
Artist wise, yeah, artist wise.
Quite a few people, because I grew up in Nigeria, so my mom used to play a lot of Nigerian traditional music back while I was young. I was picking them up, not knowing I was kind of listening to it. But the first kind of music that really caught my attention was a guy called Majek Fashek. He was a reggae artist in Nigeria. He had a hit song called "Send Down the Rain." It was a very big song in Nigeria. He used to do traditional root rock music, but he infused African elements into it, like the agogo bells and talking drums. So it was very different. So when he came out, he did that song "Send Down the Rain." I really liked it. I used to mime it when I was very young in school. So that was my first influence. Then growing up later, it was Fela Kuti. I like just a lot of hip hop music as well, Nas, Tupac, because we listened to what the Americans listened to back in Lagos. That was kind of like the people that kind of like inspired me. Then when I got a little bit older, I fell in love with Peter Touch right before I left Lagos.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Peter Touch. Then currently when I was older, Fela Kuti's son Femi Kuti inspired me a lot as well. Yes, this has been my inspiration.
Great. So you got quite a lot of reggae background into you in the sense of the influences as well, which is good. And of course, I'm sure you got on a couple of Nigerian artists as well. Most of them are just, as you mentioned, gentleman just a while ago as well. So that's good. We've got a couple of tracks here from you. So we're going to play, we're going to get into one, and then you can tell us a little bit about the demographic around it and how did it come around and things like that.
Yeah.
And this one, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this properly. I don't think.
Benusi.
There you go.
Benusi, yeah, that's Benusi.
Okay, because there's a G in before
Yeah,
in front of it as well.
we have well, our vowels back home in Yoruba. We have the same vowels, not similar to the English, but there's one with a G and a B. We call it be of B.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what I didn't want
The
to get
weird
it
one.
wrong. Didn't want to get it
That's
wrong.
all
So
right. I
absolutely.
understand. Man.
Well, thank you for confirming that for me as well. So let's drop this track here, people. And if it's your first time hearing Russ Eegun, just please follow him on all social media platform, and of course he will give you all those information before we exit the program tonight. All right, so let's drop this track here.
Benusi Mike. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Afro Priest Benusi Mike. Benusi Mike. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ lórí fọ́nrán. Afro Priest Benusi. CNN. Benusi.
Watch out for this artist, people. Russ Eegun. Remember where you're hearing first. ORS Global Radio. All right, to the world. Let's jump it from top once again. Here we go.
Benusi Mike. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Afro Priest Benusi Mike. Benusi Mike. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ lórí fọ́nrán. Afro Priest Benusi. CNN. Benusi. VDM. Benusi. Daddy Freeze. Benusi. Gistova. Benusi. Instablog. Benusi. Estabod. Benusi. Berekete. Benusi. Oriyomi. Benusi Mike. One time. Everybody wants to trend. Everybody wants to trend. Some just want to talk. Some just want to.
And I can see that this also featured DJ Leo, you know. Big up yourself, DJ Leo. One of our very own right here on ORS Global Radio. Don't forget that you can catch DJ Leo here every Friday evening, afternoon I should say, from 12 up until 2 p.m. Alright?
Afro Priest Benusi. Obini. Bobini. Benusi. Tibini. Benusi. Shibini. Benusi. Ishani. Benusi. Idoni. Benusi. Brother Femi. Benusi. Auntie Kenny. Benusi Mike. One time. Everybody wants to trend. Some just want to talk. Some could just be follow. Everybody want blue. I'm a little talk. Benusi. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó lọ lọ́wọ́. Afro Priest Benusi. Everybody looks
Yes, indeed, a great song. I love the beat, the instrumentals and all.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And the vocals, of course. People,
thank you,
just
man.
remember, Russ Eegun, all right? Remember where you hear him first, okay? ORS Global Radio, we're pushing him out there. And of course, big shout out goes to DJ Leo once again for making this possible for us to be speaking with the artists right here on ORS Global Radio. Okay, so tell me, Russ Eegun, this song here, how did it come about? And who are some of the named people that is behind this track here as well?
Oh, Benusi kind of means put your mouth into it. Like in Nigeria, it's a common slang. Other people have even coined it in a very different way. So it means in Nigeria, there's a lot of bloggers. Nigeria is a very big country of about 200 and something million people. So we have very famous bloggers. We have people that are activists. We have people that anything that happens in the country, they have their own opinion about it. And they put it out there. Some people listen to it. Some people don't listen to it. Some people criticize them. It's a whole circles of he say, she say. I know that it costs a lot of traffic, and you know how all this content creation stuff goes. So I was thinking about it that, I'm gonna do a song about Benusi. So I was just giving references to each of them, like CNN as well as a world global news station. Everything that
Yes.
happens globally, they want to have their own narrative as well to control the narrative. So I was just mentioning different people in Nigeria. There's a guy called Daddy Freeze. He does his own podcast. He has his own Facebook and other social media platforms as well. So he has to say about anything from politics to personal lifestyle, anything. He has his own say about every topic. There's this guy called VDM, Very Dark Man. He's a bit more different. He has this kind of like social activism to his own blog or podcasting or blog. I don't know what to call it, but he's always online there fighting for people's right, speaking about wars not right, injustice, and when people get bombed or scammed, he's always coming out to make sure they get their money back. So those are all the people that I mentioned in the track.
So you do have some good people still in this world, you know. It's not
Yeah, we
everybody's
do.
gonna do things like this. It's just to find them and locate where they are. You know, every
Yeah,
every
we
nationality
do.
there's a good person. There's obviously bad people as well,
Yeah.
which is something you cannot get away from. So when you talk
Rose
about
always grows in concrete, man.
yeah, so when you talk about the instrumental behind this, who's the producer and the people that create this rhythm track here for you?
There's a guy in Nigeria called Harry Hits. I've been working with him for a while. Never met him before. When he came to London for a couple of days on holiday, I was not able to meet him because I was so busy. You know how the lifestyle is London is. But I've never met him
Yes.
before, but we've been working for a couple of years now. So he makes beats, sends me like a pack of beats to listen to sometimes. I pick the ones I need, send the rest back to him, hook up my studio, record it, send it to my engineer in Lagos as well called Talent Bits. Been working with them for a while as well. So I got a little team of people back in Nigeria that we work every month on different kind of tunes and songs and ideas. So we send files all across, and that's how we've been putting all those tunes together.
That's very good. That's very good. So big up to the engineer, your entire team, of course, for putting this magnificent music together. You know, the beats, the vocals behind it from yourself is very, very catchy as well. You know, nice at the beat to
Thank
it.
you.
When I heard it, I'm like, yeah, nice. Two nice songs. It's only two songs that I've actually gotten from you. But I'm
I've got loads
sure,
of music, man. I've got loads of music.
I'm sure DJ Leo will send me the rest because he said that these ones here is the ones that he actually wanted us to talk a little bit about, and I'm sure he's gonna be doing an interview with yourself as well at some point. But obviously,
No
he
problem.
managed to give me the privilege to have the first go at it.
And I love it, man. I'm glad.
So
I
we're
love
a
the
team.
culture exchange.
And we're a team as
Yeah.
well, you know. So if he can't do something, then it's only fair that another team member jump in and say, "Listen, let's make this happen for the artist and also for himself as well," because he works with you as well. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
And of course, he's pushing you. So we're here to push artists. That's what we do on ORS Global Radio. We work with
Merci beaucoup, man. Really, I really appreciate
every artist we work with.
the privilege.
You know?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You know, obviously, songwriting. How do you approach that? How would you say you approach your songwriting and producing your track?
Write a lot, man. I'm a very good songwriter. I can write any kind of music, and for me, sometimes my song comes in different shapes and forms. Sometimes it could be a dream. Sometimes it could be something just on the bus, just listening to what people are saying. I could make a song out of that. Sometimes it's just from listening to the news or just see something that touches me. You know, like I write a lot. I love to write.
So when do you find it more comfortable for you to write music? Because everybody
I
have
could be
a little
anytime.
comfort zone. You know, every artist have a comfort zone. They have a time
For
when you
me,
just
for me, is in the morning. In the morning, my brain is like fresh. Like when you have this punch and you put it in water and it soaks all the water. That's how I feel in the morning. In the morning, my brain is empty and I can just soak in all the ideas. I wake up early, make myself a cup of tea, and I work on my music every day, every single day.
perfect. That's fresh in the morning. Everything is there, ready to go. It's just like
Every day, yeah.
it is good. The early morning, if you wake up early, have a shower, settle in, it makes you feel more ready for the world.
Yeah.
For the world, to be honest, you know.
Yeah, the water energizes your body, your brain. Water is so powerful. You know, it makes you
Exactly.
feel awake.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So obviously you've been around in the music industry. How long have you been in the music industry? And what
Wow, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I've had different phase of journey. while I was in Nigeria, I was just kind of like a solo artist. But when I came to the UK, I was a member of a band called Bronzehead. It was a 12-piece Afrobeat collective. Was a guy called Ben Tully that put the band together. I was looking for a job actually, and I saw the ad on Gumtree, and I went for the audition. And from the first day I went to the audition, they had a lot of instrumentals down, but they didn't have a vocalist. So I stepped out, went for the audition. They started playing from each song they played. I was singing to it, and I've never sung those songs before. I never used to play that kind of Fela Kuti type of Afrobeat when I was in Nigeria. It was new to me, but I was desperate to find where to use my voice in the UK because I've been around just writing using Fruity Loops to play, but I wanted a bigger kind of exposure or an opportunity. So when I saw that, I grabbed it and I made like about 5 or 6 songs. We went for a break. They gave me a couple of drinks. They went back there to this rehearsal room and said, sing those songs again. He was surprised I sang the same song and I didn't write them down. So from then I became the frontman of the band. Yeah, he was surprised, man.
Speaking
From
about
then-
talent.
Yeah, man. So from then I became the frontman of the band. We wrote so many songs, started going to play. We rehearsed for almost a year, just mixing the music together, finding the right stuff. So when we started going outside, we were very, very tight. And we got we played so many festivals and many shows. But the guy had to go back to Australia. The band couldn't keep up and all that. So I tried to carry on with the band, but it was a big band, 12-piece. And I had to go to music school to learn a bit about this music business side. So I couldn't do it. Took a break from that, went to study and started bringing back myself gradually, experimenting with different sounds. And here I am today. I like to experiment with sound and ideas.
Great stuff. So just another one before we go into the big track that I was listening to that track allegedly. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, tell us a little bit about your performance wise and collaboration. Do you have any collaboration, or can you name some of the named artists that you have done collaboration with?
I've worked with one of the biggest rappers in Africa called Mode 9. He's a good friend of mine. We did some couple of tracks together. He produces for me as well. I've worked with a guy based in Germany now. His name is Wayne Snow. When he came to Nigeria for the first time, we did like a couple of songs together back then. We were writing in the studios together. And I used to work with a lot of underground artists. I like to bring new people up because I didn't get that help in terms of someone raising me. I've been never funded, never helped in any way music. I've been doing everything for myself from day one. So that's why I went to music business school, like my dad told me, so I can have an idea of from the creative process to the marketing process and to the promotional aspect, so I can understand each side of it very well. So I work with a lot of underground artists. I believe in working with people not known. So I work with a few known people too. Yeah,
that's very good. And
I work with another band currently called Spirit Burger. We doing it. It's a UK band collective of 2 guys, Mark and Josh. They play in different bands as well. Lovely, talented musicians. So I'm working on a project with them as well, Spirit Burger.
Nice one. And as you're saying, you know, underground artists as well, it's good to work with artists like those because you have to remember where you're coming from as well. And somebody...
Yeah, you have to give back, man.
You have to give back. And that's how you're going to be successful, because if you become that person who just think that, okay, everything is just for me and it's all about me and that's it and nobody else matters, then yes, you will strive, but then again, you're going to reach a point where you're just going to be stuck and that's it. And then maybe these same underground people that you've overlooked, they are the one that going to end up passing you, and you may end up want to turn to them for a strength as well. You know, so it's about just togetherness. Music is about togetherness. You know, it's not just for one person, it's for everybody, because when your time fade out, somebody else should be able to carry that baton along the way when it comes down to
music.
And
I always tell people this thing, that the underground is the base of the music. Every new sound, every new idea is underground. A lot of people think being part of the big threes or the main stage or the main how do they call them? They used to call them class A art or all those things. No, the real music is in the bass. You need to always touch the bass. All the raw talents are there. They are the one, because you're busy touring, you're busy in the studio with big producers and all that, but these guys are on the streets. They're the ones seeing everything happening. So every artist needs to always touch base. The underground is the real ground.
Exactly. All right, we're gonna touch this track here. You know, we're gonna talk a little bit about it. This track here is one of your brand new track. The music video is coming out. I'm not sure if it's been released as yet, but we'll talk a little bit about that.
No, we're working on it. Yeah,
You're working on the video. Okay, so we come back
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it a little bit, but let me drop this track here. So it's a brand new track, people. Please remember where you hear it first if you haven't heard it before. Right here on ORS Global Radio. The track is titled Allegedly. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Afro Priest, Eegun. Yo, man. Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Finger keep Shaki Pele. Allegedly. Shaki na by your girlfriend. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Afro Priest.
You know what's your father general this year, you know me I represent for ORS Global Radio. The bad station down here. And we say, oh yeah.
From top once again.
Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Finger keep Shaki Pele. Allegedly. Shaki na by your girlfriend. Allegedly. Binga na by your best friend. Allegedly. How we go resolve this mess? Roti bust out, roti cast out, roti getting your post any more be you marry to so allegedly, 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 allegedly. Before you foot my formatter, allegedly, content creator or blogger. Allegedly, make sure you say allegedly, allegedly. Before they carry you go court, allegedly. Sue you for defamation, allegedly. Character assassination, allegedly. Now you go pay damages, allegedly. How much is your way? Allegedly, 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 allegedly. Allegedly, 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 extra allegedly, 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 allegedly.
Afro Priest.
What a song, what a song, what a song, what a song. Nice beat to it as well. Of course.
Thank you.
Very, very party energy to it. If you listen to it properly, the beat is very party. Anybody that, if you play that in a party and they don't dance, something is wrong. Tell me a little bit about this track here. You know, the rhythm is very nice. Party vibes. And of course.
I took a break from music because I release a lot of records most times. I took a break from December to now. Just that's my first single of the year. Normally that would have been like my fourth or fifth. So I wanted to change my sound. I wanted to do something different. I met this Indian music video director that he's been listening to all my songs. So one day he called me, said, why don't I make a music project that is all just one genre? I like to move around a lot because I can do those different sounds. And that really bugged me, you know? So I went back home, I thought about it, I said, you know what? I'm going to do a modern version of Nigerian traditional music style called Juju music or Owambe music. I'm going to try and create it in a new way that people have not really been playing it. So I started doing my research on people that have been listening to the music. So I thought about this guy called Extra Pro. He's a producer back in Nigeria. And my normal collaborator, Talent Beats. I called the two of them. Never worked with Extra Pro before, but I've been listening to his beats and I saw that he had that versatility. So I told him what I wanted to do, and he said no problem. I should give him a chance to work with me. And he made the beat. When he first made the beat, I didn't like it because it was not what I expected. How I wrote the song was different because I wrote the song with the guitar. So I said no. He said we're not going that way. That's the whole school. This is the new school. And listen to me. This is how you're going to sing on this beat. Listen to me. Go this way. Go that way. I said okay, I hear you. I went back home, I listened to it, I called him, I said, I've killed the bit. Saying, hey, now we're talking. So I sent it back to him, and he sent me back the mix. I'm like, wow, man, I need to start listening more, man. He said, yeah, you need to listen to me. This is for the Gen Zs.
It's
And I
always
said,
good
okay, I
as well.
agree.
It's always
Yeah.
good to take encouragement, because
Yeah.
that's what music is about, You'll have
Yeah.
somebody would listen to your sound and they were like, "Hey, listen, no, change that voice or change that that line or just so if because what it is, they mean you good when they come and they say,
They
okay, don't do
do.
it this way. It goes to show that they mean you good. It's just if you sit in there doing a song and somebody knows that okay, that sound is wrong, and they know it's
Yeah.
not gonna go anywhere, and they don't say anything to you, they don't have your best interest.
They don't. They don't. You need to listen because you're like light and you can't see yourself. Other people see you. So they might see little things to make you shine brighter and better. And listening really does. Listening is a skill a lot of people need. If you want to sell products, services, you need to have great listening skills. Listen very well and know how to apply the right response at the right time.
Good. That is how it works, listening,
Amen.
working together, and you
Yeah.
create great music.
Very well. So
So
that's how we created it. And another point about that song is allegedly is a word that is being thrown around these days. As like I said, I like to watch what's happening around the world to relate with my music. Because we're in an era of content creation and people say things without having the right confirmation and sources with information and try to own narrative. So now I'm trying to tell people that you can say whatever you want to say, but be careful because
be
it could cost
careful.
you.
True,
Yeah,
true,
make sure
true.
you put the word allegedly
Yeah.
when you're putting out that
They
information
can't
to
hold,
protect yourself.
they can't hold it against you, whatever you said,
It's because it's alleged. You're not saying it directly. So when you say,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm
So
just giving a word of advice to people: be careful.
yeah, and that's good. Good word of advice. So people, please, if you're not sure of something, if you don't have the evidence or the receipt as they would call it, don't say it. All right. And if you do gonna say it, just make sure you say allegedly. All right. That means they won't hold you
Yes, sir.
accountable for whatever. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Afrobeat music has been around. I've been listening to Afrobeat music. I play Afrobeat music as well, and it's been charting. My question to you is, how do you see the Afrobeat genre in evolving in the next couple of years?
It's gonna change because what really happened is that I was part of the Afrobeat initial evolution in Nigeria because I was back then. But at the beginning, there was not a lot of commercial success. There was not a lot of record labels, and there was not a lot of exposure like people have currently. So
Yeah.
now that gave at the initial stage, the music was kind of different, but now it's very more commercial. It's losing a bit of its originality. Everyone is just trying to get money, do that and all that. So, but I believe it's going to go back to the original source because nothing lasts forever. There can be a rush, there can be a gold rush, and everybody's going to go back to the basic. Now, what's next now? Everyone has known Afrobeat now, but what's next? So now it's time for people like me that are the storytellers to really start coming out and putting stories into the music. And like people know that Afrobeat is just not about dance and vibe. Afrobeat is really a lot about music that it contains spirituality, it contains culture, it contains philosophy, it contains different things. But the artists that people really see out there they're not the all because Afrobeat has two sides. I say it has the commercial side and it has the spiritual side. And some of us imbibe both sides, but some people are more focused on just what gives them their daily bread. For some of it's not all about the daily bread, it's all about what we're gonna give back to the community and how we should build the community for a better future.
Agree with you 100%. You could have never put that much better, to be honest, because the message is also in the music as well. Because we need to understand that the world is listening, the globe is listening. So whatever you put out there, like you've just said to yourself, you want to put out something else. You want to put out the message. The message needs to be constructive. I understand that people is gonna say, well, listen, it's my daily bread, so I'm just going to focus on just making music, making money, and that's it. But you need to understand that you have to be putting out positive message as well to people. Because whatever you put out, if it's negative,
come back to you, brother.
It's going to come back to you. 100%.
It's going to come back to me. And a lot of the artists have kids, you've got family. You need to start thinking about the kind of world you're creating for them.
Yes.
There's a lot of things happening in the world these days. I was listening to some program, some podcast in America, and there was a comparison between two artists, Jim Jones, because I listen to a lot of hip hop, and Nas, and Jim Jones was saying, "Oh, he's more relevant than Nas these days," and some young guy was saying that, and he was standing, and I said, like, sometimes we need to be able to give credit to people, even though they're not you, because people are going to give that same credit back to you. But if you keep burning down the bridges or not really respecting the people that were ahead of you, nobody behind you is going to respect you too.
True.
It's a
That is
domino
so true.
effect. It's a domino effect. We need to give flowers to who flowers need to be given to. It doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't make you small. It doesn't make you a little man. But these days the egos are so big. Everybody wants to be
Yeah,
big.
trust me. Ego become more focused than anybody and than
Yeah.
anything else in the music industry. That's what
It
people
is,
just
man.
sit and focus on themselves. And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be, but it's not, as I said, the cake is big enough for everybody. So just let everybody have
is.
a slice of the cake. It's good enough, Performance wise, what do you enjoy most about performing live? And do you have any pre-show planned?
I'll be performing on Wednesday. Sorry, I won't be able to get. It's a sofa room kind of event. Yeah, there's a place where people. I'm sure you've heard of Sofa Room. It's in London, kind of like they do different events everywhere. So
Okay.
they've been sending me invites for a very long time, but I've always never been able to go there. But this time around, because I'm promoting my new song, I made up my mind to touch base with them as well. So I'll be there on Wednesday. I normally play in a place called Popular Union in
Okay.
East London. My band, I've got a band where we play together there. We play like once a month or twice a month sometimes with my band, Spirit Burger Gang. So we play there once in a while.
Okay, I should come down and check you out down there. I want to say big shout out goes
I'll
out to
send you an
Party
invite.
Animal. Big shout out goes out to Party Animal, of course, and who's that? Adi Jibe. Yeah, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Okay, so big up to everyone on the live, but please do remember, Russ Eegun is live and direct right here on ORS Global Radio, and he's been around for a while. He's taking a little bit of break from the music industry, and he's just come back on his first single for 2025 is Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
And
Allegedly it's
just
the first
remember,
single of my new EP.
okay, so there you go. He's got an EP that's coming out as well. So just look
Yes.
out for that one there. And of course,
Fresh information on this station. You're hearing that first, nowhere else.
Exactly. And of course, you're going to be hearing more tracks right here from Russ Eegun. All right. I want to say big shout out again goes out to DJ Leo. I know that he's been rinsing your songs every Friday right here.
He's my brother, man. I love
very,
him so
very,
much.
very
man. He's a good
talented
guy.
DJ as well. I want to say big shout out goes out to DJ Rutical as well. DJ Rutical was here earlier. Of course, he's here on a Sunday from 12 up until 2. And of course, DJ Leo is here every Friday from the hours of 12 to 2 p.m. All right. Okay, so a couple more questions before we let you go. As you know, we got to keep it going. We want people to know who you are. You've been around for a while. You've been doing quite a lot of music. And of course, you just come back on the scene and your plan is to go big. All right. So my question is, what are your goals for the next year, both personally and professionally?
Yeah, my first goal is to take the music back to Nigeria because I've been away for a while. I've not been to Nigeria for a long time, and I want to touch base with them with the music because I know I have something different. I'm creating a new sound, and I want them to feel it. So, and that's one of the new things. And next is for me to take my music to newer heights. My new EP, I'm working on this title, Acquire Taste. It's a 5-track EP. It's a taste I acquired over my years in experience with music, so I want to share with the world what I've been doing. So I really have high hopes on this project, and I believe it's going to take me to different places. Believe.
And that is it. You believe in yourself, work continuously towards it, and of course, it will be successful for yourself. Before I let you go, we've got another interview in the next 25 minutes. We still can see a little bit of time. We got Supersonic sound system going to be live and direct right here. Next question that I want to ask you is are there any upcoming project apart from your EP that you are working on? And I know you obviously working on the EP and you're going to be releasing. What about the allegedly video? When would we expect a visual of that?
We should shoot that in a couple of weeks. We were meant to shoot it last week on Tuesday, but the director had to take a flight to do some course. He already pre-booked earlier on that the date was rescheduled, so we had to change date for that. And I thought about it as well that we're in the era of short content. Let me work with a lot of short content while he gets back from the course, and we'll carry on from there when he gets back.
Okay, perfect. So next couple of weeks, we should be seeing a brand new video for Allegedly. So please, people, look out for it. Check out. We're gonna take those details from yourself anyway before you leave us. What I want to ask you as well before I even let you go is collaboration wise. You mentioned that you collaborate with quite a lot of artists all over. Yeah. Have you collaborated with any artists in the UK as yet?
I'm working with a guy called Kodge Starline. We're working on an EP together called African London.
Okay.
We've been recording the songs here and there, but he wants to still record it. So even to me, I should feel the project should be out by now, but Kodge is a perfectionist. So he's still working on some of the songs. He calls me here and then to come back and record new tracks. So I'm waiting that should come out as well. Then Spirit Burger Gang EP as well. We've recorded some few tracks, but we're changing the sound to add some electronic elements to make it more clubby. So that's there as well. And I got some of my other Nigerian brothers here in the UK. There's a guy called K-Flow. He lives outside London. We've got some projects we're planning to work as well. And there's one friend of mine as well in Dublin that wants to do some few songs. I'm open to collaborations. I'm open to writing music for people. I'm open to different things. Once the idea is good and it's positive or whatever you want to do, holler at me. We could do something. I'm open.
Okay. So for those who are artists, if you're an underground artist as well, you can obviously reach out to Ras Eegun. All right. Ras Eegun, one last question I want to ask you here. Memorable moment. What are your most memorable moments in the music industry?
In the music industry, I played a festival in Exeter or Drum Camp, and I was on. Jimmy Cliff was at that same festival, and it was a very big festival. And
the legend.
The legend Jimmy Cliff was at that festival, and everywhere I go, people thought I was Jimmy Cliff. I was getting free drinks, I was getting free food, and after my performance, I even got free food, more free stuff. So it was really a good experience, and that's why I had this. That was the day I made up my mind that, man, I'm on the journey, and it's not how long it takes me, but I'm on this journey because it was seeing Jimmy Cliff on stage performing. When I used to listen to his song or watch the videos when I was young. There was a movie called Cool Running, and I really like the soundtrack. And that was one of my most memorable moments. Was one of that.
Great stuff. Listen, I'm gonna let you run. I know I've got another 20 minutes before we have the other the sound system Supersonic. Sorry, they're gonna be here in the next 20 minutes. So I want to say thank you so much, Ras Eegun, for giving us this exclusive interview and giving us the privilege to premiere your song right here on ORS Global Radio for the very first time.
It's a pleasure, man. I'm really, thank you so much, man. You guys have been supporting me a lot. I'm really grateful.
Art of Love.
And anytime you guys want to do any event, please, I'm free. I'll be there to support as well.
Yes, talking to you on this interview right now, we have our 2-year anniversary that's coming up in October, and I've already focused that I'm gonna have you on the bill.
100%. I'll be there live and direct.
So 100%. we're just planning things and putting things together. So once we structured everything out and we come up with the plan, then we're gonna execute it. But at the moment, we're looking for a venue that will host our 2-year anniversary, because this year we're looking to make it bigger than before.
The pleasure, man.
We got to do, and of course, we bear in mind 100% to put you on the show as well. Okay.
No problem. I'll be there.
Before I let you go, I need you to let our listeners and viewers know how they can find you and how they can book you for events as well. So the floor
Yeah,
is yours. The floor is yours, and obviously make just give shout out to your family, friends, family, whosoever it is. So this is all yours.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the original sound boy. I'm a band. I'm about Lufa Motototo Lufa. It's the Afro priest of Africa, Eegun. To reach me, you can reach me on Eegun Official on Instagram, Eegun Official on TikTok, Ras Eegun on Facebook. And you can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music. Eegun, that's EEGUN is the name. You can find the music everywhere on all platforms. And if you want to book me, send a message on Instagram or my Instagram. I'll get back to you for any event in London or anywhere else. And I want to thank you all for supporting me. Thank you for the radio station for giving me this privilege to speak to the world on your platform. I really appreciate it so much. God bless you. DJ Leo, God bless you. May you keep growing. And my friend, meeting you for the first time, but you're such a great person. I can feel your energy. And it will be a pleasure to be at your event in October. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed, Ras Eegun. And my advice to you is don't stop, keep going. You know, it's always a challenge, but you gotta carry on. You know, even if your foot is sore, you gotta continue walking because you have to reach that light. You know, there's always a bright light at the end of the tunnel. And hard work and dedication obviously bring forth success. That's just my motto personally. So I'm just telling you, just don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And you're producing and you're making some great music. So keep going.
Thank you so much.
One thing I want to commend you on as well. Well done for taking on this course as well to learn about the music industry and how it works, you know, because as an artist, there's a lot of artists in the business that's been scammed by producers. And I say that without any apology. So producers, if you want to bash me, fine. But at the end of the day, it is facts. A lot of artists that I know personally from way back in the days, I had conversation with them and they had some great hit songs and they haven't made a penny from those songs. So it goes to tell you how corrupt the business is.
You have to learn the business, man. If you're the music business, if you're like a blind man, you need a walking stick. That's to find your way. Without the walking stick, you're wandering. Is that your instrument or the knowledge of the business? That's your walking stick. You need one of it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So again, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come and give us this exclusive interview. And of course, I'm looking forward to meet you in person at some point. And of course, looking forward to have you performing at ORS Global Radio 2-year anniversary.
I'll be there, ORS Global Radio.
Okay?
I'll be there. Thank you so much, ORS Global Radio Station. You guys are the great, man. And I love what you guys are doing. You're reaching out to people, putting people on the platform and supporting great music. Doesn't matter where they come from. As long as the music is good, you guys are showing it love. And that's really big, man. That's really big. Respect.
100%, man. Enough love. Look after yourself and the family, of course.
Yeah, you too, sir.
And hoping to meet you at some point. All right, so you take care now.
We will, definitely. Anytime soon, we'll touch base together. Thank you.
All the best.
Have a lovely
God bless.
evening.
You
Thank
take
you.
care.
Thank
and
you, everyone.
You too. And you too, my friend.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, people. So there you hear it from Ras Eegun, a very talented artist from Nigeria, and he's currently residing in the UK, of course, and he's doing some great music. And of course, we're gonna have him on our show for this year. You know, very talented artist, very unique voice, and of course, some great vocals. All right. Anyway, we're gonna have in the next 15 minutes, we will have Supersonic live and direct here. Of course, Panza will be representing. So let's get some tracks up in here. It's a Sunday evening, so we're keeping it nice and easy. We're not going too hard. All right, we're going to give you some Sunday evening flavor. And I'm telling you, nothing beat these type of music on a Sunday evening. Here we go. Let's drop this rhythm track here first.
listen. Them know what's your bad general this year. Know me I represent for ORS Global Radio. The bad station round here. How we say, hold there.
This one, of course, Cornell Campbell. Sunday evening settings, but in the driver's seat, waiting for Supersonic to check in, alright, on top of the hour.
Keep on playing that sweet song for me. My heart with memory that I love you so. It's a feeling that I've got.
A big shout out goes out to Uncle Leroy. Everything good, alright? Omar, Bucky Ranks, DJ Leo, and of course, DJ Rutical. Big up yourself, alright?
You let me feel so bad. And don't you know, you let me feel.
This one here, of course, Barry Brown, past and gone, but not forgotten. Sunday evening settings, alright?
My love a try. I tell you, when you walk out at me, you let me feel so bad. And girl, can't you see?
Hold there. That is
so
it.
Sad.
The most your bad general this year. Know me I represent for ORS Global Radio. The bad station round here. And we say, hold there.
So don't try to lose me, cause I love you. You, I love my baby, and not another. I love you forever, I tell you. Give my love a try, once more, my baby. Give my love a try, once more.
the Eptones. We're gonna fight it, of course. Doesn't matter what it takes, alright? Party animal, big up yourself once again, alright?
General, this you know me I represent for ORS Global Radio, the bad station round here. And we say, "Hoy there!" One to them, one to them, one to them.
Oh, you said it. Say I'm a blazing fire. You said it. I'm a blazing fire.
Listen, big shout out goes out to Marcus. Big shout out goes out to Marlon, Bashment, Music Master family, big up, alright? Big up to Crazy Max, you know, Melatonin Sound, big up. Speedy, big up yourself. Chalice, Dangerous, big up. Love Injection, big up, big up, big up. Winston, big up yourself for the whole entire team, alright? This one here, of course, Barry Brown, Sunday evening settings, alright? Don't forget, on top of the hour, we're gonna check in with, of course, Supersonic Sound.
Fire to cook my lunch. Fire to cook my breakfast. Fire to cook my dinner. Fire for my early walk. Fire to get the light. To light my cigarette.
ORS Global Radio, we're blazing, right? On a Sunday evening, of course.
But in the light, there is lightning. You said it. Say I'm a blazing fire. You said it. Say that is a family wire. We've got to understand there is no other sound in this world can make you feel so nice. say I'm a baby fire. Fire in the morning, fire in the evening, fire at supper time. Fire in the morning, fire in the evening, fire at supper time. You say,
yeah, good mood I'm in tonight, baby. Girl, you got me in the right mood tonight now. I'm holding steady and I'm doing alright. I know we fuss and sometimes we fight, but I feel so lonely when you're out of my sight. Can't
this one here, of course, Glenn Washington.
Can't you see?
Prisoner of Love.
I'm a prisoner of love, and I really don't want to be free now. Can't you see, baby? Can't you see? I'm a prisoner of love, and I really don't want to be free now. I want your love, baby, baby. I need your sweet caressing, baby, 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 baby. Sweet caressing is what you give me. Hugs and kisses make me feel so whiny. Now you come out looking so sexy. Girl, your love is gonna drive me crazy. It is true, drop big sound. It is true now. Can't you see? Can't you see, baby? I want your love, baby, baby. I need your sweet caressing, baby, 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 baby. I'm in the right mood tonight. Everything is so right. Feeling irate.
Version 1. Say nothing never nice like a version 1. Cause it's a in a number 9. In a number 9. We hold it in Chicago line. We got a Chicago line. Connect here a 1979.
Michigan and Smiley. Track titled Mary Mary.
Hey, the gal.
Remember this style, right? Sunday even settings.
The gal Caroline says she live cross the line. Some of them say a 39.
And of course, we're just waiting right here, right now. Supersonic, gonna check in.
But it was on my way to a foreign land. Here came a captain and a general. They want to carry me on the station. They're talking about the rules and regulation. They're talking about the rules and regulation. Man, gonna to jail at the central part of my life. Jail at the central part of my life. So let me make me function. Make me function. So let me make me function. We're talking about the rock and the vibration. We're talking about the sweet sensation. Well, Lord, come make me tell it to the nation. Well, Lord, me every arm is a fraction. Well, Lord, come make me teach them the story. Well, Lord, I make the musical glory.
Well, this is from
because the higher the mountain, the greener the grass. The higher the mountain, the greener the grass. But wider the river, it's a difficult to cross. Wider the river, it's a difficult to cross. Me say me chatting down to Banbury Cross. Lord, me say me chatting down to Banbury Cross. Because I'm Mary, Mary, quite country. Mary, Mary, quite country. Say how does the rubber dub flow? Y'all me say how does the rubber dub flow? So stuck like
Old King Cole was a merry old soul. A merry old soul was he. But old King Cole lost all his gold, and now he's trying to see. Don't put your vanity, or it will let you down. Don't put your trust in vanity, or you'll be on the ground. Like Humpty Dumpty sat upon a wall, Humpty Dumpty at a great fall. All of his friends and the money they spent couldn't get Humpty together again. Don't put your trust in vanity, or only God. Every and say there is a message in what I've got to say to you. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, a merry old soul was he. But old King Cole lost all his gold, and now he's trying to see. Don't put your trust in vanity, or it will let you down. Don't put your trust in vanity, or you'll be on the ground. Like Humpty Dumpty sat upon a wall, Humpty Dumpty at a great fall. All of his friends and the money they spent couldn't get Humpty together again. Don't put your trust in vanity, or only Jah can help you and set you free. Little Miss Mary, you're quite contrary. How does it garden grow with silver beds and cracker shells and no food at all? Vanity, a vanity, spoiling humanity. Vanity, it is easier for a camel to go to the higher beneath than the rich man to entering the kingdom of Zion. Vanity, a pure vanity, spoiling, spoiling humanity.
Okay, people, so we're now officially we're gonna be joining with Panzer of Supersonic, of course. You know it go already, right? It's a lovely Sunday evening and we cannot be here and don't play some songs like these, you know? So in a couple of minutes, or should I say in the next, actually, you know what? Let's just get in touch with him. All right, there he is. You can see him on the screen right now. That's the man himself, Mr. Panzer. Big up yourself, Panzer.
Good evening, good evening.
We can hear you loud and clear. And I want to tell you before we even get into this conversation that we were having on the previously. And obviously the devil tried to make it didn't happen, but he can't stop it tonight because we've upgraded. So we get some new machine in the studio, so nothing is going to be able to stop us from carrying on with this interview exclusively. Of course. So I want to say good evening to you and welcome to the platform. Earlier, as you can see on your screen, we had earlier we had Ras Eegun here, you know, a Nigerian artist, and we was talking to him. Very interesting gentleman. He's got some great songs, and of course, he's got a brand new video that's coming out in a couple of weeks. So yeah, so he was here before you, and then here you are as well. Okay. So what we'll do, I'm just going to drop this song here before we get into this interview, of course. And we'll speak a little bit about Supersonic Sound and obviously the event that you came to the UK and conducted over there in White Horse Event Park Replay. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about that and move forward, okay? All right, let's go.
One to them, one to them, one to them, one to them.
Don't worry yourself, don't worry yourself. I said, cool I am, just cool, just relax.
This one here, Sugar Minot, on the double, on a level, right? Yeah, you're just loud and clear, right, Panzer? Okay, yes, cool.
Who's
the greatest of them all?
Just give me one that ORS Global Radio number one station in town. Drop big sound.
The most of the youth in the ghetto suffering. Sometimes me can
have to get it on the level, up on the level. When you send me all every life comfortable, I have to get it on the level, up on the level. Really when you're hungry, you get miserable. Living in the ghetto.
Great artist, past and gone, but not forgotten, of course. The great Sugar Minot on the level. Everything we do in life, we gotta take it on a level, right? We go fast and slow up to the top. All right, Panza, big up yourself. How's your week been so far? It's a Sunday. Getting ready for the next week. How is your week been so far?
Was a like sunny week, like we have great weather over here in Berlin, and actually I just came from a little street dance that we string up a little sound under a bridge in the park and played some tunes, but I just made it back in time. So
okay, that must be fun then today. You had a lovely day. It seems like playing some great music. You know, I was out last night. I didn't get back in until like 5 o'clock this morning. And, I fell asleep. I'm like, okay, I need to get up because I need to do these interviews. Yes, how was your street party?
It was nice. I mean, it was just not something we did spontaneously. We decided yesterday that we're gonna string up a little sound and and just try to think that there were a couple of people there and then good vibes.
Okay, nice. Good. You know. All right, so what I want to talk about, obviously, as I said, we didn't get to speak much about the sound system as well. So we're going to go back a little bit so you can just tell us a little bit about Supersonic, and then we will talk a little bit about the event that you played with Pure Vibes at Replay earlier this month. So just give us a little bit of background about Supersonic sound system, you know, when it was originated and things like that, you know. Sorry I have to bring you back to that part, but we want to have a proper interview so that people actually who don't know about the sound, because I know when you came here, you've gained fans, 100%.
Okay,
I know you've gained fans.
That's great to hear.
So so all yours.
Yeah. So, I mean, what about Supersonic? I mean, we started in 1998. It was actually just a little project that I started doing mixtapes, and I chose the name Supersonic for it. And one of the first dances that somebody booked me because of those tapes, like Spider was also there in the dance. Actually playing for another sound at the time, but he joined me on the mic at that night, and then we sit on like the next days after that dance, and decided to like join forces and do this Supersonic thing together, and it was the perfect timing, at least over here in Germany, because everybody was so interested in this like new thing, dance or reggae at this time. Like lots of people were moving from hip hop to Jamaican music. Their interest like really changed a bit over in those years, and so I think we were just there at the right moment, at the right spot, and we grew kind of fast, especially in the early years, and we're still doing it. Like I'm very happy that I'm still joining the stage with Spider, who was like original with me in Supersonic, and we're still doing it after like 27 years, and still enjoying it like on the first date.
So overall, you're the originator, you know, the CEO of Supersonic.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about like getting the initial idea, yes, that's me. But I would say without Spider as an MC, all these things would not have been possible for us.
Yes, indeed. And Panza is a very talented DJ. I can tell you, MC. He's very talented. I've listened. It's the first I've actually listened to him in person when you guys came to Replay. You know, I've never been to an event where Supersonic was playing until the 14th of June this year, of course. And I was listening to him. I'm like, yeah, he's got an energy. He's got a good energy. But I can see that he's more of a clash guy. You know, he's like the clashing thing, isn't it?
I mean, he likes juggling and clashing, and I mean, we both like. I mean, we grew up with clashes. I mean, my interest in Jamaican music started like maybe in the early '90s. I'm also coming more from the hip hop side, but always like I was interested a bit like in this like Jamaican influence that also was there like in for hip hop, especially in New York, like all these remixes and back and forth. And I would say in the mid '90s, maybe not at the actual time, like, but I think like '96, '97, we both like started listening to like the Jaro Adis clash and all these like historical clashes and tried to get them on video as well. And so Clash was always a part like of our interest in Jamaican music, but I wouldn't say that we prefer clashing or juggling. We just like to do both of it.
Okay, so obviously, I know you said you was listening to like the clashes with Jaro and Addies and all this so on. So what make you become interested in doing clashes?
I mean, the first Clash request we got in 2001, and I had the feeling when we got that request, we were not ready yet because like we started to sound like in '98. We was the first dubs in '98. Things were much slower back in the days. Like first of all, you needed to get some money to voice dubs. You needed to get the chance to actually voice the artist and go to Jamaica, and everything took more time back in the days. So I would say at the date of the clash in 2001, we were just ready that we could do this clash with the amount of dubs that we had. And it was a four sound clash in Cologne. And it was like four of the then upcoming sounds in Germany. It was Sentinel, Bada Dub, Vadada, and us. And and we came out victorious in the end. And so that was our first clash experience. And yeah, we learned so much from it.
And from then you continue to grow as well, and you start taking on bigger clashes as well. When you talk about clashes, which clash was the biggest clash that you've actually entered, and how was that for you? How did you feel about entering that clash or going up against a particular sound system? Say for instance, a sound that's been around for many years before Supersonic. How was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, I would say in the history of our clashes, there would be maybe two clashes that really stick out. That would be the clash against Mighty Crown, which was in Holland in 2010. This was I think mainly like for the European massive that was super important because lots of people here actually had the chance to travel to this clash I think this one really gave us some good promotion, especially in Europe again. But maybe internationally, I would say the clash against King Addis in Antigua in 2001, promoted by a good friend Anker, was maybe that event that still is like sticking out after all these years. And even like after the dance in London, like people came to us and talked to us about that specific clash. And
that clash, I can't recall watching that clash or listening to that clash. How was that clash? Just give us a little bit of insight on that clash. How was it?
Yeah, it was maybe the last clash when all Addis members like were still playing on it sound that night. It was Babyface, it was Tony Matonis, it was Danny Dredd, it was Killer Boo. Like the full team was there in the end, and Mataron came in like as a kind of surprise, but also he could really save them. So yeah.
So you think that you was giving Addis a fight, or you was giving them a serious fight on the night?
I mean, we won the clash, so I think we deserved it that night. I mean, I still having not much memories of what exactly you played, and to be honest, I hardly listen back any clash audios of ourselves. Like for me, it's like just like the memories that remain. And I don't know, for some reason, I mean. I did listen back to clashes with Soul Stereo quite a few times because also that they're like to me like on such high musical quality. So those are clashes that I actually listen back. But most of the other clashes I never listened back or watched videos of it. So
I'm definitely gonna look for that clash because I can't recall heard that clash. I can't recall listening to it, but I'm gonna definitely look it up and listen to it for sure. Because for you to go up against King Addies as a young son, I would say, in your prime and came out victorious, that takes courage and experience and strategy. You had to had a plan. You had to come up with a plan to stand up against a giant sound like that, because King Addies is not a baby sound, and it's not a sound to play with.
Yeah, it's not, but I have to give respect to Addis that they actually gave us the chance to clash them, because they wouldn't need to clash them. Like I think at that time we had a little history already, because half a year before we clashed them in Brooklyn, New York, and that outcome was a bit like yeah. I would say undecided. Like some people say so, some people say so. So like that clash in Antigua was maybe like the settlement of that clash in Brooklyn like half a year ago.
Okay, so what about that clash with Mighty Crown? How did that went down?
I mean, we came out victorious as well out of that clash. And yeah, I think for it really gave us another like international boost, like to kill a giant like Mighty Crown.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I would say it wasn't my favorite clash, because it was in a way very personal, and it's like I don't know, there was too much tension in this clash, and and also like yeah, afterwards, like I don't know, it took away a bit for me from yeah, from the clashing experience. But I mean, in the end, it happened, and again, also we have to thank Mighty Crown that they gave us the chance to clash them. Like, if I remember correctly, that was the last bigger international clash they did. Like, I mean, maybe they did a few like world clashes and like with multiple sounds. But if I remember correct, that was the last one-on-one clash they actually did.
And that was a very, very good clash. I can tell you, because again, another giant in the business. You know, Mighty Crown, since their surface on the business, on the clash scene, they've made quite a lot of impact and damaged quite a lot of sounds as well, you know. So that's very good. And those are two very outstanding clash that you've done. You came out victorious against two giant sound system in the industry, and that has to take courage again, I would say, you know. And you come out with your A game and you became victorious. So that's very good. So obviously Spider joined the sound, and you and Spider has been there from day one, I would say, right? Is that correct? That you two has been there from day one, and you got that chemistry together. I see how you guys played when you was here at Replay, and the chemistry is there, you know. And the Caliber song. The next clash that I want to talk about is this clash that you've said that you've listened back to, which is yourself, Supersonic, and Soul Stereo. That clash, I believe you lost that clash, right? Is that correct?
I mean, some people say so, some people say so. Like,
undecisive.
I personally don't consider myself a winner or a loser. Like, neither for the first one in Berlin, which was a tag team clash, like Soul Stereo and Guiding Star against Supersonic and City Lock, or the one in New York with or just the one with us and Soul Stereo.
The one with yourself on Soul Stereo. How was that one? Tell us a little bit about that one there.
To me, it was a great experience, and we have to thank Andrew Digital to make this thing happen. Like, it was a history, two European sounds clashing in New York, and like showing like the New York audience like the way how European sounds like cutting doublets from years and years. I mean, Soul Stereo doing this like around the same, like this, they started around the same time like we, and I feel good about them being more visible, like for Clash fans these days. Like for many years, they didn't clash too much. That they were more focusing on like touring with artists and doing production, and but always playing music. And I always rated them. And for me, that was like a perfect match to. Yeah, to do this clash in New York in a European style, and like I say, like I don't feel like a winner or a loser. Maybe I feel as a winner because we were able to do an event like this.
And then Soul Stereo is a good sound as well. They got quite a nice caliber of
Oh, yes. Oh,
songs. You know, they cut songs kind of not kind of similar to your kind of the Europe way. Basically, they cut songs based on the way that they play and what people like. Because when you go to Europe, the music there is different from outside. You know, there's certain songs that people don't really gravitate to. But when it comes down to the roots and culture and all of those type of music, people gravitate to those more. And the foundation rhythms that you guys cut songs on is as well is good. And I want to say, I want to big you up as well for saying, you know, you respect Soul Stereo Sound, because I'm sure they would say the same thing to you, because I had a chat
of course.
with Spider a couple months back as well when he came to the UK, you know,
With Tarzan, you
and
mean?
he said that your guys' sound is good sound, you know, and you and them play, and it was a good dance. And I know I listened to that tag team as well. The tag team dance was a very nice dance as well.
Yeah.
I never hear so much dub plate in one dance yet. And it's like you guys could not finish the dubs. It's just dubs.
Yeah. I'm sure like all of the sounds could have played like several hours more, and not like a losing quality of it.
Yes, exactly, and no playbacks. I couldn't recall any playbacks.
I think there were one or two playbacks in both clashes, but but not like a bigger amount.
Not a big amount. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so let's jump to the UK. You know, you came here on the 14th. You've played with Pure Vibes Entertainment. You know, I've never seen you guys in the UK before, unless you've been here, and I haven't actually visited the event. But it's the first I've actually listened to you guys play in person. You know, and the quality of dubs that you guys have, the artists that you guys have in your dub box. I'm like, damn. Those are dubs that you cannot get ever again. You know, like, was it Mikey Jed that you played here? Mikey Jed.
Yeah.
Mikey Jed.
Mikey Jed. Yeah.
Isn't that anybody can play them songs? You know.
Yeah.
Even sounds that's in the UK cannot play Mikey Jed on dubs.
Yeah, that's always makes me wonder. Like, I mean, he was so accessible, like for like especially UK sounds, I would say.
Yes.
So I was a bit shocked, like because I got so much like big ups, especially for those dubs, and people said, "Hey, I never voiced him," and but maybe it's just like because the artists are around that you don't like look for them. But for me, I was very, very fortunate, like to get these sessions done, like. Yeah.
Well done. So for that particular event that you've turned up to here at International Incident, you know, how was the experience playing with Pure Vibes? Pure Vibes is I would say they're a young sound, you know, they're gonna carry the ball eventually, and very talented selectors. How was the experience playing with such a with Pure Vibes?
Yeah, I mean, it was. Before, I didn't know much about them before. Like I never listened to any audio. Then I just heard good things about them, and they really proved me right. Like I was positively like surprised, and also like. I mean, I wouldn't consider them a young sound. Maybe in the Clash arena, yes, or like in a doublet, like circles. But I mean, as I understood, like they're juggling since 20 years, and so only that voicing doublet part is like is a more like a recent thing. So I have to respect that they are still doing this, like starting a doublet collection now when like the majority of the foundation sound artists like have passed away, or maybe are not like in the best shape again, and so you cannot build like a classic like foundation box like you used to like build like when we started, like when you check for all the like the artists like the Alton Ellis and the Mike Dread, when those were still around, and so I really have to respect them for putting in work and and actually looking for artists like that are maybe like a bit overlooked. And I heard some really nice like Limmel Thompson dubs played by them, and some tunes that are also like Horace and they're checking for a bit deeper into catalog, I'm well convinced that they will go their way. I was very positively surprised by them.
Very, very, very talented team there. You know, they're very good, and they're good at juggling, and they just literally start getting into the clash scene as well, and they're doing very well. I had the privilege to speak to Inchi earlier this week, before I've arranged for you, because obviously we didn't get to do a proper interview before replay. You know, as you said, they're catching up with songs. There are some songs that they will never catch up with because those artists already passed and gone. And you know, as juggling sound, a lot of selectors and sound owners, they don't cut dub plates like that. They will normally cut like a couple juggling dub plates, but not for the clash scene. If they're not interested at the time to go into the clash arena. But obviously, now that they decided that they want to take on a couple of clashes, then they obviously need to get the box strong. And from what I've heard on that night, they've got quite a few songs in the box, understandable. But obviously there's some songs that is short, and that's where they fall short. But that doesn't mean that they cannot win a clash.
Yeah, exactly. It always like depends on like how you present your sound, and that's what I think they did a great job, and they showed like what's their music like. They were not afraid like to play like some UK artists like Peter Spence or Peter Honeygale, so I think they're really creating like their own identity over there.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And, you know, same thing I said to them, just keep up the good work because they're doing a fantastic job, you know, and they're representing the UK as well. You know, I know there's quite a few songs here.
Yeah, it needs people like them, like to keep the thing alive. Like, I mean, all the clashes that you see these days, it's still the same sounds that are 30 or more years old, and you hardly see any younger sounds like taking it up and bringing it to the next level. And so, yeah, it needs people like Pure Vibes to keep this alive.
True. 100%. I agree with you 100%. You know, so, sorry. On the night, obviously, when they start juggling, what was it that surprised you and Spider about the sound? Or should I say about the selectors? About the selectors then?
Yeah. As I said, like I didn't know anything about them before. I just heard good things, and they proved themselves right. Like so they had a super solid juggling there, and also Inchi as an MC, like he did stand his ground, yeah. Was just good to see.
He was ready to fight. That's what I would say. Ready? He's not backing down. You know, he's gonna defend his machine, and anybody would do. What was Spider's feedback about the sound system about Inchi and Pure Vibe sound? What was his feedback? Because I know he wasn't able to join us tonight.
Yeah. I would say the same. Like, I mean, we had a good reason, like the next days of the event. I think like he shares my opinion. Yeah, it's a pity that he cannot be here, but he's outside of Berlin on his little farm and doesn't have internet over there.
That's fine. Just tell him I said hello and big up himself, and
yes,
and well done as well for both of you, and well done for Pure Vibes as well for standing their ground and standing up next to a big sound Supersonic, and who have a wide range of caliber of songs, and they show their class. They show that they can clash. And if it comes to it, you know, but coming to the UK, playing at that event, what was it that you've enjoyed most about it, and what productivity comes out of that for you?
Well, it's really strange that in all those years we never really touch the UK scene. We only been like 2 or 3 times before in London. So for me, it was a great experience also to spend a few more days and spend some time with Everton, the promoter, who did a great job. And I'm very thankful that he made this event happen. And we had some really good reasons, and also give me some history of the UK, and it was just nice to feel the vibes a bit, and also you can go to Brixton and see where all the legendary record stores used to be,
Brixton.
so I wish I would have been there maybe in the 90s or but for some reason. I never went to London that often. I always went to New York or then Jamaica, and I don't know. London was always a bit missed out. I don't know. Also, it was. I remember it was always maybe even more expensive to go to London for a week than going to New York. That's how I remember. So yeah.
I agree with you 100%. So at that event, did anything come out? What is the plan for Supersonic now for the future? You know, you've been to the UK, you've done your stuff. As I said earlier, you've gained some new fans here, 100%. There's no doubt about that, based on the caliber of music that you guys have and how you cut. There was only one thing that I hear everybody been talking about, was that the sound system wasn't playing properly. So it kind of didn't make your songs connect as how they should have connected, because I was there, I listened to it. I've got a little sound system as well, and if it's not playing good, I can tell it doesn't make your songs play good. Because I've been into clashes and I've got songs that I want to play, but the sound wasn't playing good. So I'm like, I can't play that song because it won't be effective as it should be. So I said, you know what, let me just leave it. Even though we did manage to win the dance anyway, but they cheat us in the end. But we know overall that we won the dance. And people actually came and said to us that you guys been robbed, you know. And I said, okay, that's fine. We know what we've done, and what matters is that we leave a good impact as well. You guys came to the UK, you leave a good impact on the audience, and you gain fan base, you know. So being here, doing that dance, have you generated any further bookings throughout that platform?
Not yet. I mean, we had some nice conversations after the clash, and also I have to say the problems with the sound, it never really affected our performance that much. We just continued to play because we couldn't change it. I mean, I understood that Everton had a few issues with the sound that night, and but as you saw, Supersonic, Never Panic, we just continued to play so I mean, these things can happen, and you have to live with it. So we just tried our best,
And I've seen
play our music and so.
And as you said, I've seen that you did not let it bother you at all. You guys carry on. You performed same way as if the sound was playing perfectly well. And then I did hear that what happened in the end anyway. But as you said, these things do happen as well. You know, it's equipment. You know, you get up today, you come out and it plays good. Tomorrow you pick it up again, something is not playing properly. You know, it's normal. But I want to say well done again. You know, for representing Europe in the UK, of course, which is still part of the European Europe as well, and coming here, showing your caliber of songs, let people hear them. And people obviously is gonna listen to your sound again. So, question that I want to ask you now before I let you go. I don't want to keep it too long because I know that it's night where you are, and it's night where I am as well. I've got work in the morning as well. But I'm privileged to have this conversation with you officially without any form of interruption whatsoever. So, Soul Stereo and yourself, have you guys discussed or make any arrangement to play in the future, or would you guys play together again?
I would love to do that. Like, and I mean, after the clash in New York, there was also the idea, hey, maybe we should like sell this concept like to various places over the world, because there was really quite some good feedback to I would say to both of the sounds like after that event. So if anybody like is interested in promoting this like on your side, like so just hit us up, and I mean both like Soulster and we are reasonable to talk to, and so that would be actually be an event like I would look forward to again, and I wouldn't get tired of playing dubs with Stone Stereo, like ever.
You know what? You know when I listen to the sound playing and my memory jogged back to Soul Stereo, and I'm like, you two guys need to play again. Somebody need to put on a dance with both of you again, because that would be a very, very interesting clash. And the caliber of dub plays that you would hear, you don't really hear those in certain dances, you know? And that's what I was looking at. And I'm like, and I'm hoping some promoter out there would come together and put on another dance with you two guys, you know, somewhere where I can easily access it as well. Because I would love to come and access that event. 100%. So before I let you go, Panza, what is the future plan for Supersonic at the moment? What do you have planned at the moment? Is there any clashes planned out for this year?
No, we don't have any clashes or even like serious requests, and we just, I mean, we don't depend on clash. We love to clash, and if it's like some interesting offer, either sound wise or like budget wise, okay, like yeah, we are happy to do it, and I mean, we have all these stops we are sitting on, so yeah, we need to use them. So, but let's see. Like, I'm sure the next request will come like at some point. Otherwise, we just continue like juggling and play music, and also we kind of restart our production activity again. Like we didn't release any tunes in more than 10 years, and we will do like some releases. Not many, but very few, like selected yeah, production and with artists that we know and that we rate, and so expect some new Supersonics productions coming soon, and yeah, but in the end, like we just continue playing music and voicing dubs, and because this is our life, this is our passion, and
keep up to date, keep going. You know, you don't know when that clash would turn up at your door. So you got to be prepared at any time. As you said, Supersonic, never panic.
Yes, exactly.
I like the concept. So before I let you go, obviously you haven't got any clashes planned at the moment. Which sound system would you clash at the moment? Are you interested to clash at the moment?
To me, there's not a specific sound like really. I mean, no, if there's nobody really on my list at the moment.
Okay.
Like so yeah.
So you play with anyone?
Every sound like is like different to clash to, so like so. It's always some challenge, and I'm looking forward like for the next one.
Okay, so I would have thought probably you have a specific sound that you'd really want to clash. You know, you really want to play with this sound, but they're not coming your way. But you're trying to. You're like, yeah, when will I get the chance to play with this sound? You know?
No. I'm in the end. I'm thankful for all the chances that we got in the past. Like I say, like all these sounds, like King Addis, they gave us the chance to clash them. Mighty Crown gave us the chance to clash them, and enough other biggest like we clashed with LP, and I mean. So I'm just thankful for the people that gave us the chance back in the days, and all the clashes that we were able to experience, and whatever the future may bring. Like I'm also happy to see that.
Okay, listen, thank you so much, Panza. Appreciate you taking the time out and to give us this interview to make it official.
Thank you.
And well done again for representing Europe in the UK. At Replay, you know, international incident. And of course, I want to say big up to Spider, great MC. You know, I know he know his thing, and he's got speech and so forth. I want to also big up Pure Vibe Entertainment, Inchi and Davda, of course, for representing down there at Replay, which held a couple of weeks back. Well represented. And I'm hoping and wishing all the best for both sounds. You guys carry on with your journey and continue to do what you do best.
We will try our best, yes.
Okay. All right then, Panza. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you go. So enjoy the rest of your day and, of course, the week ahead. Okay? And tell Spider I said big up. And don't forget to send us those new tracks that you're going to start sending out.
I will definitely.
So we can hear them
will be on my
right
promo
here.
list. Right?
And we definitely give them some hit.
They will come out in August. They will be released. And so you will get the promo. No worries.
Okay. All right. So big up yourself once again and thanks and look after yourself. All right?
Bless
you.
Up.
Bless up yourself.
Bless.
All right, people. So that's Panza from Supersonic Sound System. And of course, he gave us an exclusive interview, which we should have done. We were actually doing it, but for some reason, we had some technical issues a couple of weeks back. But I thought it would be a good idea to just have a chat with Panza once again. And of course, Pure Vibes, which we have concluded. And I'm proud to say I'm proud of both sound system. They're doing their thing and they're keeping the music alive. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna squeeze off a one track and then I'm out this building. So thanks to everyone that locked on. All right. Manners and respect. And this one take us out the building. So whatever you do for the rest of your week, just be careful. All right. And if you can't be good, just be careful. But try and be as good as you can. All right. So I'm out the building. Don't forget tomorrow night, of course, I'm going to be back here on the platform, Swing Easy Mondays. As you know, we do it here every Monday. And of course, I'm going to be speaking with all the three sounds that was there at Who Can Bust the Dance last night. All right. So big up to the Links promotion team in regards to making that event possible. So watch out for those interviews officially. All right. Platinum Cartel. Well done on the night. Very consistent with playing music. And of course, the juggling was steady. Very steady. All right. Big up to Love Injection, of course. They were doing their thing. Few little hiccups here and there. And I want to say big up to Stereo 5. Done his thing. And of course, big up to the whole entire patrons that was there as well. All right. So I'm out the building. So thanks again. This one will take us out.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah, boy, yeah, boy, boy. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Boy, boy, boy. I must say, hey, brother man, what you doing down there? Oh, yes. I must say, hey, brother man, what you doing down there? I hope you're acting fair, and then show me that you care, or then you reach nowhere, nowhere. I must say, hey, brother man, what you doing down there? I want you to take yourself, or you'll be looked off the shelf. Alright, you got to have some love in your heart. If you wanna make a good start. Alright, you got to know yourself. Oh, you're living clean, living it straight and not clean. If you know what I mean. Well, I miss say, hey, brother man, let love be your plan. Hey, brother man, I miss say, hey, brother man, what you doing down there? Hey, what you doing down there? Tell me, say, hey, brother man, I hope you're living it fair, and you will get your share. Otherwise you will reach nowhere. No, let Jah be your God. It's always by your side. Temptation is so great, you got to have a faith and wait. Oh yeah, brother man, say brother man, what you do?
ORS Global Radio. We hit the town and tell the people that we're musically proud.
The voice of the Journey Boss Patex I represent for ORS Global Radio.
Yes, I. You don't know Mr. Chess could I never be another one. And I'm representing for ORS Global Radio. Play music and give them Eegun. Turn your lights down low and turn down your window curtain. ORS will come shining into your lives again. Oh, ORS love you, but today isn't time.